Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Wealth in Christ Show, a show where we inspire the masses to become financially free without compromising their faith. I'm your host, Dami, and today we'll be having a conversation about college. And the question I'm going to start this episode with is, are you ready for college? College is often viewed in many cultures as a thing that everyone must do. But as we continue to grow in this digital world, we realize that college may not be the answer for everyone. It may not be the major stepping stone in order for some of us, or even not many of us, to get ahead in life. And this video is not to shame anyone who may not be going to college, but it's to provide you some insight on things to consider if you are choosing college, and making sure that you're not doing it for any odd motive. And I also want to say shout out to the friend who told me to make a video about this. But to start us off, I want to ask, according to Self Financial, going to college is a huge investment. And the average cost of being a college student for 4 years can total up to $307,658. So college is a huge investment. It's not something that you should take lightly. It's a decision that requires praying, fasting, asking people questions who have done it ahead of you, to make sure this is something that you need to do, something that aligns with your purpose. Oftentimes many people go to college for the reasons of family, but they believe I believe that people that go to college are more successful than those who don't go to college. But that theory has continued to be proved untrue in so many industries and so many aspects of life. Going to college, getting a college degree, whether it's associate, whether it's a bachelor's, does not guarantee that you'd be successful. And I want to mention this one scripture while we're here, mention that college is not something that should be taken lightly. It requires a lot of decision. It requires you praying and fasting and just making sure this is what God is calling you to do. And the scripture that comes to mind is Proverbs 3:5-6, which tells us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding, and always submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. The scripture, it just reminds us that it just reminds us that we may not have all the answers, and we need to trust God with our plan. We need to trust God as guiding us in the right way. You just need to trust God. Like, God knows, what's best for us. God knows whether or not we need to go to college. Not a parent, not friends. God knows. And be that said, I want to leave us with three questions. I want to start us off with three questions to ask yourself before applying to college. First question is, why am I going to college? Like, why are you going to college? What is the purpose? What is your why in wanting to go to college? Is it to make more friends? Is it because your career you're pursuing, such as a doctor, lawyer, requires it? Is it to please family and friends so they can get off your back? Is it because you think that's just the next thing that everyone do in life is go to college? Is college needed to fill your purpose? What career path is God calling you to? And is college needed for that purpose? Make sure you're not going to college because it's expected or what everyone else is doing. Because when you realize, stats shows that not everyone who start college finish college. And you will find that a lot of people who you interact with don't have a college degree. A lot of people that you will meet in life don't have a college degree. And you're talking about globally, a lot of people don't have a college degree. So it's important to reflect on these questions, to understand what is the why. Because the why is what's going to get you through the tough time. When you have midterms on top of midterms, finals on top of finals, when you're stressed out, when you're facing anxiety, this your why is what's going to let you keep going. It's what's gonna let you not quit. But if you don't have a reason why you're going to college and you're just going just to please others, you will find it real quickly how you don't want to be there. You'll be failing classes, and classes do cost money per credit. Like a lot of colleges, they charge per credit, and just going that on that same path is what's your plan to pay for college? Like we mentioned earlier, is almost 300,000 plus for 4 years. That's the average cost for 4 years in America. That's the average cost of being a college student. From the time you're a freshman all the way to your seniors, that's expensive, 300,000. So how do you plan on paying for college? How can you afford to pay for college while enjoying the experience? Are you thinking about scholarships? Are you thinking about grants? Are you thinking about loan? Or are you thinking about working while going to school? And finally, how am I going to maximize my college experience? College is an investment academically, socially, and financially. So you do want to make sure you get the most out of it. And if you have thought through these questions and feel like college is the right path for you, great. But here's some things I want you to be aware of while you do go on pursuing college. One is understand how you will pay for college, whether it's through family support, government programs like FAFSA, or state grants like TAP, or taking out a loan or applying for a scholarship. There are multiple options in order to pay for college. There's also programs like SEEK, ASAPs, or even if you're an athlete, you're able to get a sports scholarship, can be a huge help. In regards to loans, there's different type of loans. There's subsidized loan and there's unsubsidized loan. So it's important to know what kind of loan would you need while you're in college. I believe subsidized loan is when you don't have to pay until you graduate, while unsubsidized loan is a loan that already requires interest and you will have to pay immediately. Two, it's important that I make you understand that there are many opportunities that you can pursue while on a college campus, especially financially. There's programs such as work study, paid internship. One of the best ways to get paid internship is asking your professors for reference. Asking if your professor, especially if you're in the biological, science, science background, where you get biology, physics. There's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of paid internship. You doing research in the lab that you can get. And for other degrees, ask your professors. Some of your professors do have access to grant where they can put you on and you can get paid for doing research. You can get paid for working with them and assisting them with their research. You can also get involved in student government. And if you're an athlete, you can take advantage of NIL deals. Those are just a few different ways you can seek financial opportunities. And lastly but not least is remember, college is what you make it. For some, it may feel like a scam if they don't see how they can maximize the opportunities that's presented to them. How can they maximize the benefits? For some, they may say college is a scam because they're not able to reap big benefits. For others, it may be a great stepping stone into success. So all it matters about your perspective, and also it matters about what you put in. What you put in is what you're going to get out. If you're a lazy college student, you're just going on campus and just going home, it's okay. But you're not going to get much benefit from doing that. You will have to open your mouth. You have to interact with people. You have to ask your professors. Go find out about these different programs like SEEK, SEEK, STEAM programs, SEEK STEP programs, programs that are willing to help you pay for school, programs that were willing to give you stipends for school. Make friends with your career centers. Keep at your career center. Find out, what are some ways you can get work study. There's so many opportunities out there, but you have to go and look for it. No one's gonna come give it to you and just like here is opportunity. You have to go and look for it. You have to put yourself out there in order to be on the side where you see college as a stepping stone to success. You'll meet a lot of people who can change your life financially on college campuses. So it's important to just know that as college is what you make of it. You know, as college is what you make of it. I just want to go back to Proverbs 3, 5 to 6, which reminds us to trust the Lord with all our hearts and lean not on our understanding, and always acknowledge Him, and He shall direct our path. It's just to remind us that God is still on the throne. He's still speaking, He's still directing people. But you yourself have to spend time. You yourself have to remain connected to the source so you can understand what God is calling for you, what God is calling you to, or whether it's college or whether it's not college. But if it's college, how can God will guide you on how you can maximize the opportunity that you will find on your different college campuses. I would love for those who are listening for you to share this with an upcoming, a current senior, a current junior, or someone who may be thinking about going back to college. As always, I hope this bless you guys. I hope this encourage you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Stay blessed. Peace out.